you'd be able to do something like that. You can also zoom in, move it around. So if you want it to look like this, you'd also be able to have it look like that as well. Hey everybody, welcome back to Jamia's Promo, and today I'm going to share with you guys the latest exclusive wallpapers that comes from Samsung. Now all of these wallpapers you'll be able to download, and I'm going to show you how you're able to get that done in just a second. But I got all of these images, all of these wallpapers from the dynamic lock screen service that comes from Samsung. And the reason why I say that they're exclusive is because you can only get them here on Samsung Galaxy devices. And also too, they always update all of their images every 2 weeks. So it's a really fun place to take a look at everything. So in today's video, I'm going to show you where you can download any of these images. These are just the latest ones that I was able to grab, but I'll also show you not only how you can get it installed by yourself, how to get them all downloaded, but also how to create your own dynamic lock screen. So if there was only 3 images, maybe 5 images of some of these that you were interested in, I'll be able to show you how you can create it to where every time you go to your lock screen, that new background or that new wallpaper will show up. So first, let me show you where you're able to get it downloaded, and I'll place a link below the video inside the description. So all you want to do is click on my Telegram link inside the description. There's 8.2 thousand subscribers. That's a part of this little channel here. This is where I share, some of my videos, some updates, but also too where I share all of the wallpapers. So some of you may have dynamic lock screen, but then some of you don't. Now also too, if you have dynamic lock screen, maybe there are some images you wanted to take a look at, maybe from last year that you totally missed out on. And so all of those are basically archived inside of here. So let's say that this was an image that you liked. You want to put it as your background or your wallpaper. You'll be able to go to the very top right hand side, click those 3 dots, and you go to Save to Gallery. Now I did take some of the screenshots with the Galaxy Z Fold 3. I also took some of the screenshots over here on the S21 Ultra, but even when I took it with the Z Fold 3 and I downloaded it over on the S21 Ultra, it's actually pretty nice. You can move it around, zoom in, zoom out, and you can make it look really good on your phone. So even though this aspect ratio is a little bit larger than most phones, it'll still look really nice. Now the other thing you can also do is that if you don't only want to take a look at this image, you can also go to the very top. So when you're taking a look at a picture, again, those 3 dots on the top right, if you go to Show All Media, and you click on Files. This is going to show you all of the pictures that I have, from June and July, let's see, May, April, February, then it's going into last year. So there's so many different images, so many pictures you'd be able to go through, and if there's one you want to take a look at, you'd be able to tap on it, you'd be able to take a look at it, and then if this is something that you like, then you can again go on the top, and then you can download this one and save it to your gallery. So this is where you're able to go. It's inside of my Telegram, and so if you're looking for updates, if you're looking for wallpapers, everything will be shown up right here. It's a free application. You download it, and then you'll be able to get all access to this stuff for free. And again, all the wallpapers will be sitting there. So that's a very simple way to get it downloaded from me. So let's say that you wanted to download it for yourself. So what you want to do is go anywhere on your home screen, press and hold, and you go to Wallpaper and Style. Now inside of here, you want to go to Lock Screen Wallpaper Services, and then this is where you'll see Dynamic Lock Screen. And you want to go inside of that Settings button, and there's a bunch of different categories you can choose from. So if you're into cats, if you're into dogs, animals, desserts, landscapes, things like that. Usually the 2 that I like to use is life as well as art. And then sometimes I like to do special. Those are usually my 2 or 3 that I choose. And then you can notice that you can do all the way up to 5 categories, and the images update every 2 weeks. And then down on the bottom, you can choose some of these settings if you want it to download automatically through mobile data, or also here's the auto update, and this is the one for the download using mobile data. So this is where you can go through and you can select your own. Now, what happens if you wanted to save some of these pictures for yourself? All you'd have to do is just go inside of your lock screen, press and hold on your home page. So all of that stuff goes away, as you can see, pressing and holding. And you just want to hit on volume down and power, and then that takes a screenshot. And that's the simple way that you're able to save any of these images. So now that you have all these pictures either saved from, going into your dynamic lock screen, or maybe you're downloading them from me, or maybe you turned on dynamic lock screen itself. But let's say that there's really only 3 or 5 that you're really interested in. You don't really care about the others, because you can save up to 15 images as your own dynamic lock screen. So if I go inside my gallery and I have a bunch of pictures that I think is actually really cool, and I want them to kind of switch in between every single time that I go to my lock screen. So if you take a look at this, every time you go to the lock screen, it will be showing something different. So it's actually pretty cool if you take a look at that. So now I'm going to show you how you're able to create your own if you wanted to do that. So all you'd have to do is press and hold. Then you want to go to Wallpaper and Style. This is where you go to Gallery. And then inside of the gallery, you just go wherever all of your wallpapers are. And then if there's only maybe, you know, let's just say 5 of them that you wanted to use, again, you can have all the way up to 15. Then you're going to now choose these 5 and you hit on Done. Now, once you hit on Done, the only images that'll show on the lock screen is going to be these 5, and it'll actually be in that order. So every time you go to the lock screen, it'll be a different image, but the ones that you would like to use. So one thing I did want to show you was what it looked like if I was to use an image from the Z Fold 3, because some people may be wondering, you know, what does it look like because it is a bigger phone. So here you can see Telegram. This is where that image was stored and saved. And so this was the original image over here on the Z Fold 3. And so if I wanted to set this one up as a wallpaper, I can just go right here. I can even go to just a home screen right there. This is where I can actually move it around. So if it is a different ratio, you'd be able to do something like that. You can also zoom in, move it around. So if you want it to look like this, you'd also be able to have it look like that as well. So that is pretty much everything I wanted to show you, how you're able to turn on dynamic lock screen, also how to choose your categories. I'm also sharing with you all of the different wallpapers dating all the way back to last year if there's a bunch of different images you would like to use. So you can download them from me. And I also showed you how you were able to create your own dynamic lock screen rather than using what they have, but you'd be able to choose all the way up to 15 different pictures that you have. And it doesn't have to be screenshots. It could be really any phone or any picture that you took with your phone as well. So really any picture, any wallpaper you'd be able to use as your own dynamic lock screen. But I hope you guys appreciated this video. If you guys did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.